morning everybody. We are on our way. Just stayed outside King's Orchard Marina last night. There it is. I didn't actually realise until I got the map out and stuff where it actually was. So yeah, but whatever. Plodding on today, moving on to the Birmingham and Fazeley Canal, and maybe just get to the end of that, and that should do me for today. Happy days. I just told the boat I passed as I came through that last bridge that there was a boat behind me, to which his reply was, "How close is it?" And then he accelerated to get through the bridge, and that's because basically the minute he saw me, he didn't do anything. He didn't react, he didn't knock his power off, he didn't slow down. So of course when I tell him, when I'm level with his back end, he's going too fast and he can't stop. So basically he went for it, and of course just caught his back end going through the bridge and a large cloud of blue diesel smoke, which means he had it hard in reverse. So if he wasn't prepared to act to the information I gave him, you know, the other boat would have been blind as well, and so was he, but he had the warning. I just told him. So just stopped, let the other boat tip his nose through. Didn't even sound his horn. I said, "Didn't sound your horn." He didn't even bother with that. So you can't tell some people. Past that junction there, it's no longer used. It just leads to a dead end derelict canal. It's the, let me read it from the book, the Wiley and Essington Canal, but it's just used as a mooring arm now, a couple of 100 yards. But as I was going through it, there was a bit of a ripple of wind across the junction, and it didn't half take the boat. I've not felt that for a while. So yeah, wind is not our best friend, but again, it shouldn't be a major issue today. Wind affects you a lot on open stretches of water, and thus thankfully there aren't that many open stretches of water on the canal. So, and when you do come across one, you can normally put a bit of juice on to get through it, push through it. I'd have gone on for another 20 minutes last night, I'd have got to some stunning moorings, but you just don't know. Unless you know the area well, you don't know, so you take what you get. There's always next time. very often you get that on the canal, but you get it occasionally. So we are just passing under Whittington Bridge, and this will be the marker point for joining the Birmingham and Paisley Canal. So yeah, from what I can remember of the Birmingham Paisley, it's actually very pretty. I'm a bit confused. I don't really understand how I go from the Coventry to the Birmingham Paisley, then back to the Coventry. I'm not quite sure. I'll have to get the map out and try and decipher that one out a little bit. But yeah, happy days. Not far off approaching the firing range that the canal passes by. I'm not sure whose firing range it is, whether it's an MOD one or what. But if I don't make it to the other side, then I love you all. There's a sign here now. What's this red sign say? Oh, just danger wear sign. Yeah, right. I'm bothered about a wear, mate. I'm bothered about getting my head blown off. Birmingham and Paisley Canal is one of those canals, a bit like the Bridgewater, that didn't give its bridges numbers. It gave every single one a name, and it's very quaint. So we're just going under Tamhorn House Bridge, but it does give the canal a bit more character. You know, and it's a pleasant little canal anyway. So yeah, possibly, because it's the second time I've been down it now. Possibly one of my favourite canals. Really pretty, narrow, it's shallow. You can tell it's shallow by the way the boat's handling. It just is a little bit lumpy when you get near the sides, and it doesn't really like going at speed very much. And that'll be because there's not much depth under the keel. Not that I've got a keel, under the bottom of the boat. So yeah, but yeah, pretty canal, and I do quite like it. Had a quick jump off to make use of Hopwa's dog poo bin, so I was having a nice collection on top of the boat. I'm very conscientious about the dog and her mess she makes, and I am very diligent about picking it up, and a lot of people will be very diligent about picking it up, but then I'll just throw the bag in the bushes. Nah, I'll take it with me until I find somewhere to put it.
It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you
coming up to that one, as usual, the boat moored right next to the bridge, dead helpful, not. There's a little Norman cruiser coming through, one of the smallest Normans you can get. Now you can turn them on a sixpence. So I got over, there's plenty of room for him to get through, and then I angled the boat so there was even more room for him to get through, yet he still managed to crash into the moored boat. I don't know whether he's inebriated or what. And then of course as soon as I straightened up to go under the bridge, there's a freaking narrowboat coming through. Luckily it's a modern day bridge and it was wide enough for two. I could see a bit of panic in their eyes, but once they realised we was both going to get through, they were okay. I would have filmed it all, but as per usual the camera decided to have a moment and not work. So missed opportunity, thanks GoPro. Imagine if you were like one of these extreme sports fanatics and you were going to do a triple loop turn with hook pike, whatever, on your skateboard, and you did it and you successfully did it and the GoPro didn't work. Imagine how peeved you'd be. I'm turning left, so that's more or less straight on for me, but let's have a look. Turn at Paisley Junction, turning back onto the Coventry Canal. If I'd have carried on the Paisley, I'd have gone all the way to Birmingham. Rather not at the moment. Save that for next year possibly. So yeah, I didn't realise I've actually got two locks to do. Glass coat locks, just on the outskirts of Tamworth. They were right on the spiral of the spine of the book, and I sort of wasn't paying much attention, but no problems. Two locks is a doddle. Get that, smash through Tamworth, and get to Poolsworth, I think it is. So yeah, that's my target. Weather's looking quite good. Not that many black clouds, but nice blue clouds ahead. Very billowy clouds. So yeah, let's crack on ski. Blah blah blah. Across a little mini aqueduct which goes over the River Tame, and there is one of my favourite things on the canal, a pillbox. Spin you around, you can have a quick look. Yeah, this would have been a choke point for traffic, so whack a pillbox on it and strafe the buggers as they come. And like you say, we're going over the River Tame, just got to be careful don't crash the boat. Very pretty, very pretty indeed. We'll pop over the other side. Oh yes, very nice. Doing these circular shots is much easier with the handle, but the tripod is much easier for taking day-to-day shots. I was just trying to steer.
Walking around in the circle of life, doing the things I know, walking the same ways 100 times with the same soul. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be alright. You run, try, roll your mind. 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 Seeing all the water rain fill your eyes, doing the things they know, talking about the same old stories they've heard about the people they think they know. But do you ever try to path on the right side, put it up in your mind? But did you ever try to path on the left side, put it up in your mind? It's gonna be hard. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, you run, try, roll your mind. You run, try, roll your mind.
So, I've been let down again by the GoPro on the money shot. So there were two Puma helicopters flying overhead. Did I catch them? No. Then, hey, you blackberry picking? She's mooching. This is where we've laid our hat, just past Alvecote Marina, bridge 59. Nice, good day's cruising. Quite pleasantly surprised. All the way through the outskirts of Tamworth, well, not really outskirts, right through Tamworth, and it's actually very pleasant, very pretty. So yeah, good day's cruising. Been going about what, 4.5, 5 hours. 2 locks which were a doddle, and then this is, like I said, this is where I'm moored. You alright, son? So yeah, that's me and Senna signing off.